Good afternoon. It's an honor to be with you today. I'm here on behalf of Ann Buwalda, the Executive Director of Jubilee Campaign. I currently serve as a law student intern for the nonprofit and her immigration firm. Jubilee Campaign promotes the human rights and religious liberty of ethnic and religious minorities around the world. It documents human rights abuses and advocates with consultative status at the United Nations. In March of last year, Jubilee Campaign submitted a shadow communication to the United Nations Committee on the Rights of the Child. It discussed numerous obstacles that children of minority faith face when they manifest their beliefs. Today, I'll briefly speak on the persecution that Falun Gong practitioner children face in China. It's widely known that one of the most reprehensible human rights atrocities taking place is the forced organ harvesting of living Falun Gong practitioner detainees in China. What often goes unnoticed, though, is the subtle messaging that pervades an environment that therefore provides a path for something as weighty and horrific as organ harvesting. The persecution of the youngest and most innocent is very indicative of the country's mentality and capacity for greater harms. Under CCP political orders, all post-secondary schools across China require students to prove that they've adopted the correct attitude on Falun Gong as a condition of admission. Some school children have been encouraged and sometimes even coerced into slandering Falun Gong at schools and defaming their classmates who are outed as Falun Gong practitioners. If students refuse to do so, they risk being expelled. These attitudes and actions stem from the state's systematic indoctrination of Communist Party ideals to toddlers, which demonizes competing belief systems. As for some specific examples, Vivian started practicing Falun Gong at the age of 13. One night, while sleeping at her boarding school, she was woken up by classmates hitting her and telling her that she was insane for proudly practicing Falun Gong. These classmates attempted to persuade her to commit suicide by jumping out of her bedroom window. A 13-year-old was arrested for distributing information about Falun Gong at school. The police beat her and sent her to a brainwashing center where she was interrogated. This middle schooler started a hunger strike in protest, so the police force-fed her for 2 weeks. She wasn't allowed to go back to school. In addition, many children end up being left unattended and sometimes homeless because their Falun Gong practitioner parents are arrested, detained, or even killed. One girl, Yisha, described the terror she felt at the onset of the persecution of Falun Gong. Throughout her childhood, Yisha continually feared that her mom would be arrested. So anytime her mom didn't return home from work on time, she'd look out the window and cry, fearing the worst-case scenario. Eventually, her nightmare did come true. China's persecution of Falun Gong since 1999 aims to get ideological control of the masses. The government equates pro-atheism with pro-communism and therefore pro-China. China's constitution in Article 36 states in part, citizens of the People's Republic of China enjoy freedom of religious belief. No state organ, public organization, or individual may compel citizens to believe in or not to believe in any religion, nor may they discriminate against citizens who believe in or do not believe in any religion. Clearly, that platitude doesn't align with reality. Although China ratified the Convention on the Rights of the Child in 1992, it has continuously violated 4 key provisions within it pertaining to the nexus of religion and children. Article 2 says, the state is supposed to ensure children are protected against discrimination or punishment because of their opinions or those of their parents and families. Article 13 says that the child shall have the right to freedom of expression, including seeking and imparting ideas. Article 14 is where state parties are to respect the rights of the child to freedom of thought, conscience, and religion, and also respect the rights and duties of the parents to provide direction. Article 30, stating children of ethnic, religious, or linguistic minorities shall not be denied the right to enjoy his or her own culture, to profess, and to practice it. All of this matters because a threat to one religious person is a danger to us all. Lives are on the line, and we need to keep speaking out. Thank you so much for being here and sharing your support.